Hi guys, I'm Giovana and I'm so excited to be here to talk a little bit about how I use Dubsado for my bookkeeping and money coach business. So a little bit about me. Who am I to be telling you all of this? I am Giovana and I'm the CEO and founder of My Cats and Me Bookkeeping. I'm a bookkeeper and financial coach for creatives and entrepreneurs. I've been working the back end of business for over a decade, and my overall mission is to educate entrepreneurs in understanding the story their business tell and create a positive relationship with money. A lot of people ask me, why my cats and me? Well, my cats inspired me to start my own business. After having a little bit of a breakdown in my old corporate job, I spent time with my cats and my husband, and my cats taught me that it's okay to say no, how to set very clear boundaries and stick to it, the importance of self-care, the importance of following my cycles, that being independent is not the same thing as being alone and doing it all by myself. It's perfectly fine to ask for what I want and what I deserve, and it's okay to let my hair down sometimes and be silly. So let's get to it. So this is my Dubsado dashboard. The thing that draw me towards Dubsado is that it is a system that works for me and my business. I try other CRMs and they felt too clunky, too complicated, and Dubsado has this clean look and is super easy to use. And on top of it all, it's all-in-one CRM. I had my lead generation, I have my scheduling tool, so I don't need to pay for Calendly or Acuity as an extra item to my business. It integrates with my video conferencing, so when I'm sending a calendar invite, my client will automatically get that Zoom link that we can connect on a call. It integrates with my accounting system that I use QuickBooks Online, and I know they have in the future to integrate with other systems as well. So it's a all-in-one system that saves me time and saves me money. The first thing I do when I come to Dubsado is your settings. You want to make sure that everything looks good. You can do your branding, and I really like that because my branding is very specific. I'm very pink, I'm very colorful, I'm very feline oriented, and I can have everything here in Dubsado. So I have my brand information on the dashboard. I can kind of look the color, choose the color scheme, and if I want to see my financial indicators or not. I can set up the portal for my clients. I do use the portal for basic communication, and this is great because I can set up in a way that it makes sense for me and my clients. I can add users. If you're not located in the US and you don't use US dollars for your invoices, you can set it up here on international settings. It's super easy to set yourself up to accept money. So you just connect your Stripe account, your PayPal account. You can accept tips from your clients if you want. You can get very legit and connect to your business email to make sure that you're set up and look very legit. And when I send emails from Dubsado, it sends from my Gmail account, my mycatsandme.com account. The integrations, as I say, it's amazing. QuickBooks, video conferencing, Zapier, that means that you can pretty much connect with any other thing that is out there. You can put your domain name here to be very legit and shows portal.mycatsandme instead of portal.dubsado or whatever else. And then I have general settings too. So I really like, pardon my cat yelling on the background. So I really, really like how easy it is to set it up. The next thing I wanted to share with you guys is the project. So I had my leads, how I have it set up, my jobs, how I have it set up. And every lead that didn't convert to client, or every client that our engagement is done, goes to the archive. You can see some basic reporting in terms of invoices, transactions, project sources, and so forth, which is pretty exciting. You can sync to your calendar, and this is very important, especially if you use their calendar scheduling tool, so it doesn't overlap any of your meetings, so you don't double book. You can follow up your tasks here and make sure that you're checking them out. I use Asana for my tasks, so I don't necessarily use Dubsado for here. And then you have your address book. You have a time tracker that you can use here as well. And then what I use the most here would be the projects. That's where my clients live, and the templates. So my favorite, as I said before, is the scheduler. So I have my strategy call. That is what I have on my website, and let me show you how it looks. So when you come to my website, mycatsandme.com, to my contact page, you're gonna see here. So you can schedule a call with me. This is the Dubsado scheduler tool, and you can see my availability and the times that I have available. You can see that it's going to be a 15 minutes call, and it's going to be on Zoom. So it's very easy for people to see what it is. And let's say you choose the date here. Then it goes to my form, because I like to learn a little bit more about who I'm talking to. So I have some basic informations. Here's like a date. And here I have a drop down of what they're looking to help with, the budget. And I like to know what are the tendencies, because it's easier to communicate, especially if I'm doing my coaching. So I have this here that it's very fantastic. And this is how you schedule a strategy call with me. So Dubsado makes it super easy. And when I come back to my scheduler, you can see I have my strategy call, and I add my video conferencing. I have the times that I have available for calls over here. And when I click to advance, I can prevent booking less than 48 hours. I can create buffers before and after my calls, and I really like doing that to give me my some breathing time. Increments, how much do I want to, how do I want it to show on the calendar, options to schedule the call. The maximum of appointments, this kind of appointments I'll get in a day, and I can have the form that I want them to have to look, the email that I'm going to send for the confirmation, and if I want to send them to a thank you page, I can as well. And I can set the meeting reminders. So I have a reminder 72 hours before the call, 24 hours before the call, and 1 hour before the call. So to make sure that people are getting those reminders. And I have here with my email template. And then I have my other calls as well. Let's move to the next. So the templates is what I use the most, guys. And then I have the forms. And the forms is very comprehensive. So in the forms, I have my contracts, any sub-agreements, like sometimes I need an NDA signed and so forth, questionnaires that I want to send to my clients, proposals, and proposals is one of my favorite things, and the lead capture. So the lead capture that I have attached to my scheduler that is on my website is this one. And it's super easy. It's like drag and drop. So it's super easy for you to make it your own. And Dubsado has a lot of templates as well that makes it easier for us to just get it going until you finance it to be exactly what you're looking for. The proposals, I love them, and I want to show you here how it looks from the client perspective, because I feel that that is what is most exciting, is how can you make the proposal to contract such a seamless and easy experience for your client that it just feels easy and it doesn't feel clunky, doesn't feel overwhelming. So let's get to it. So this is my client portal. This is another feature that Dubsado offers that you can set it up on the settings, right? So this is where my client will see overall information, documents that they might have, email communication, and they can add their profile as well. So what I wanted to show you is the proposal. So let's come here, and everything that you're gonna see here, it's like off dates just because this was completed before. So when my client receives a proposal, they're gonna receive an email with the link that will open to the proposal, and you can customize very beautifully. In this case, this sample client chooses like a one payment, and pardon my cat. And so you have like the different containers that you can choose. I have like some FAQs that they can check, information, next steps. So this is very fun and easy. And when you come over here, you have the contract. In this case, the contract's expired because it's just a sample, but it's super easy. So they can just come here, sign the contract, and that's it. And they have the contract signed, and then I go to my system and I send them the invoice based on which retainer they chose, right? So this is pretty neat. Still here on the forms, so you have the proposals, and I have a few different proposals. I have the coaching, and I have my monthly retainer for bookkeeping services, and I have my profit first as well. Moving here to questionnaires. I really like this because it helps automate it, and it helps me identify the information that I'm always going to need for my clients. So the questionnaires make things a little bit easier, and you can upload PDFs to the questionnaire as well. So I have my coaching questionnaire. So if you're going to engage with me with my kitchen size coaching or my day rate, I'm going to send you a questionnaire where I have all the questions that I have for you. And it's very easy to edit. And it's very easy to edit. Everything is drag and drop. So it's very easy, and I can also ask them to upload a file if I need to see anything from them in terms of financial statements or so forth. So it's pretty cool. It's very easy, and if you're tech savvy, you can do code blocks to do more coding and make it very custom for you. So it's easy, it's simple, it's seamless, and it makes life so much easier. So now let's go back to, so that was my coaching, and I have a testimonial request that I really like sending, and I have to send 90 days after I start working with my clients. And here you can see, like, I ask them what is going on, and so they can give me a testimonial that I can be better, I can improve my services and improve my communications, and I request their consent to use on my website and Instagram, social media, and so forth. And if they consent, I ask them to upload a headshot or logo, so they can show their faces and know who they are. So that is very cool and makes the process easier and seamless. So this is the questionnaire. So I really like because it makes it very simple. And when you're sending, it sends in an email and it goes to their portal. So the process is very easy. And then we have the contracts. I pretty much have 4 different contracts. I have my monthly retainer, one-time services, financial coaching, and profit first. And I can have everything on the template here, and I can attach them to the proposals that I'm sending. So the process is very easy, and Dubsado has this amazing template library. So if you're unsure about where to start with your templates, you can literally just search here, and they have a huge array of options for you to choose from. So this is also a very good starting point if you're just starting a business and you're not sure where to go. So this is all on the forms, and this is like one of my favorite things. And then we can move to the canned emails. You know, when you send the same email several times and you reach a point that you're like, I don't want to write this email anymore. Just make it a canned email. I like to customize my canned emails so I can add a little bit of personal and personality and connection to them, but I have them as an overall template that makes my life so much easier. So when I'm onboarding my clients, when they accept the proposal, sign the contract, I will send an email where I need to tell them about the portal that I use, right? So I have everything here. So I have hello, and this is amazing. So Dubsado has this smart fields that it's very similar when you use your newsletter, that you can add like personalization, like first name or email or whatsoever. So I can choose like my client first name, any of those informations like project, invoice, business. Like I can add a link, I can add an appointment, a form, or a payment schedule. So I can just add here to my template, so I don't need to add their names all the time. And here's it shows like the templates, what is in there, what does that mean, and so forth. So how they log in, and they're gonna send their link and their password. So this is very easy and makes the process a little bit seamless because I don't necessarily need to write the email all the time or copy and paste an email. It is automatically, and you can add to your workflow. I have the inquiry auto response. That it's something that is very fun and easy as well. And I have, when I request for the testimonial, I have the email, and here you can see the form link. That is the form I'm going to send with this. So it's pretty fun. And this saves a lot of time. And Dubsado again comes with a few of the basic templates embedded here that you can just edit them to fit your personality a little bit more. Here's how you add new canned emails that you can see I have all up here. And you can add your signature too, which is pretty cool. So when you can add your signature in all your emails. The other thing that is a huge time saver and I love is the packages. So if you have your packages, if they're very structured, very clear, if they're not that customizable, you can just put them here and add your proposals, add your contract, add to your invoices. And that's another time saver. When I click here, you can see that I can add the description, the price, and if I want to add any discount, I can add here as well. So this is pretty easy, and my services are for the monthly bookkeeping. They're very customizable. So I So I try to have the baseline here, and then I can customize for my clients if I need to do that. And on the proposal that I showed you before, you can see that those are the options that we have there. Kitten size coaching, 1 payment, 2 payments, and 3 payments. So those are the options that you have there. So I just plug and play. And if for some reason you're changing the description or the prices, when you update them on the package, it asks if you want to update the proposal too, which is pretty cool. Like, we can do it here very quickly. Added, let's say $800, save item, turn to packages, and that's it. So it's pretty cool. My cat yelling in the background. He's 19 years old and he just ate. So he's just letting us all know that he ate. So this is pretty cool. So I really like the packages. It makes my life a little bit easier. And I really like having the baselines somewhere, that it really helps me when I'm customizing the packages, if what I'm adding, what is out of scope, and so forth. And then we have the workflows. And I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not the best with workflows, so what I have are very simple ones. So I have my testimonial that is to send the general feedback form 90 days after the project start date. That's when I start working with my clients. Then I have the lead capture form that I'm going to send the email. Thank you for contact us once they complete the form. 1 day after the form is completed, I'm going to change the status, and then I create a manual to do that for me. Is to confirm that the meeting was scheduled and send a personal note. I like doing this. My services are very high touch, so I like to give my clients that white glove treatment. And then start a workflow, after call workflow, when the previous actions are complete. And the after call workflow is send the proposal, activate the portal, send reminders if I don't get anything from them, and then archive if I never hear from them, or if I hear from them, it goes to a different workflow. And then I have my new client onboarding. So activate the portal, send email, send testimonial. Onboarding, send the email immediately after contract. This is just a sample workflow that they have here, and this was my previous workflow. So the workflows are very easy. They can be a little bit complicated. So what I recommend is doing that sticky note strategy. Just write down all your thoughts, all your processes on sticky notes, and put them together in your wall or on your desk, and figure it out what are the steps, and you can add them as a workflow. Another thing that I like about the workflows is that you can set up office hours. So you're not going to be sending email, let's say, at midnight. It's going to send the emails, the automatically emails during your office hours. So this is a very good thing to start setting those clear boundaries with your clients. Next thing that is pretty neat is payment schedules. You can set up if it's 50-50, 2 days after the invoice, due upon receipt. You can add them here, add them to the invoices, and everything is golden. So I do send invoices via Dubsado. I just like how easy it is for my clients to pay and how they can access their invoices in their portal. So I really like that. I think it makes it easier, and because Dubsado has a connection with my accounting system, that's QuickBooks Online, I don't see why I wouldn't do that. And to create an invoice, you can create recurring invoices. So let's say your client chose to pay 3 payments. You can come here and add a reoccurrence, which is pretty neat. You can see all the invoices here, what is overdue, connect to QuickBooks, and to create invoices is super easy. You just click on add and you can get from your packages. That's why the packages are so important. You can add from the packages, you can add your payment schedule, and with your payment schedules you can send reminders as well, which is pretty cool. And you can just send via email, and this is the email that I have, and send, and this is done. When I click here my invoice list, you can see I have the invoice and the schedule. So it's pretty easy, it's pretty fun, and it makes your life so much easier because it's a seamless process and you have all in one place. I hope this helps you see a little bit how Dubsado can really help your business save time and save money because it's an all-in-one CRM. And as a money coach, I'm all about saving money. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I hope this really helped you have an overall view of how Dubsado can help you and your business.